right, you guys, I cannot begin to tell you how exciting it is to play a role in making the dream of our next guest a reality. We are definitely talking the hottest, most exciting female music ensemble since you know who. So please give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Blaque.
Welcome back to Millennial Sweet Spot, where we dive deep into the stories behind the culture, the music, the drama, and the legends that made the 90s and 2000s iconic. Today's spotlight is on a group that was so close to superstardom, but was dealt a series of setbacks that changed everything. We're talking about Blaque, the girl group discovered by Lisa Left Eye Lopes and once dubbed the next TLC. Here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Blaque. From industry sabotage to eerie coincidences and everything in between. Number 1. Blaque was discovered and mentored by Left Eye from TLC. Blaque wasn't just another group built by a label. They were handpicked by Lisa Left Eye Lopes herself. She signed them to her production company and fiercely believed in them, not just musically, but spiritually. Left Eye said Blaque had the potential to be even bigger than TLC, and she was deeply involved in their image, music, and industry moves. She even appeared on their track, I Do, and constantly spoke about them in interviews. For Left Eye, Blaque wasn't business, it was personal. Number 2. Their debut album went platinum. Their self-titled debut album, released in 1999 and sold over 1.5 million copies, earning platinum status in the U.S. It included the radio smash 808, which blended R&B harmonies with futuristic production, and Bring It All to Me, featuring J.C. Chases from NSYNC, one of the rare early collabs between R&B girl groups and white boy bands. The album helped define that late 90s teen sound, sitting right between pop, hip-hop, and smooth R&B. 3. Blaque was once slated to be the next big girl group on Columbia, until Beyoncé took over. Here's something many fans don't know. Blaque and Destiny's Child were label mates at Columbia Records, and at one point, Blaque was considered their biggest competition. While Destiny's Child was still finding their sound, Blaque had already gone platinum, had a #1 video on TRL, and movie roles lined up. But after Matthew Knowles took aggressive control of DC's direction and image, and following the addition of Michelle Williams, Columbia shifted their focus almost entirely to Destiny's Child. Blaque quietly got pushed to the side. Their momentum stalled, and Destiny's Child took over the world. Some fans say Blaque was industry sidelined for strategic reasons. Was it business or something deeper? 4. The group's name is an acronym. Blaque wasn't just a stylish name. It stood for believing in life and achieving a quest for unity in everything. It reflected their belief in self-expression, purpose, and spirituality, something Left Eye instilled in them early on. At a time when many groups were built for marketing, Blaque's name was built on meaning. 5. Their second album was shelved by the label. After the massive success of their debut, the group recorded Blackout, an album that showcased deeper themes, growth, and a more mature sound. But after Columbia shifted priorities, the album was shelved indefinitely. It leaked years later online, and fans who heard it were shocked by how strong the music was. Some even called it better than their debut. To this day, Blackout remains one of the biggest lost R&B albums of the 2000s. 6. Natina Reed was often compared to Left Eye. Natina Reed wasn't just the rapper, she was the edge, the fire, the soul of Blaque. With her raspy voice, offbeat flow, and unapologetic energy, she constantly drew comparisons to her mentor, Left Eye. They shared a similar spiritual and creative outlook. Natina even helped write many of Blaque's lyrics and was working on a solo rap project that would have shown the world just how multidimensional she was. Tragically, that moment never came. 7. Natina tragically died in 2012. In one of the eeriest stories in music history, Natina Reed died in 2012 after being struck by a car in Duluth, Georgia. She was only 32, just 2 days shy of her 33rd birthday. Fans were devastated, not just because she died so young, but because her death mirrored that of her mentor, Left Eye, who also died in a car crash a decade earlier. Both women were the creative heartbeat of their groups. Both were rising solo voices, and both left this world far too soon. 8. Blaque had ties to the rock world through Natina's relationship with Kurupt. Few people know this, but Natina Reed was engaged to rapper Kurupt of Tha Dog Pound, and the two had a son together. During that time, Natina expanded her creative circle, linking with artists across genres, including producers in the rock and alternative scenes. She was planning to fuse hip-hop and grunge in her solo work, inspired by the early 2000s nu metal wave. It's wild to think Natina might have been ahead of her time, years before genre mixing became the norm. 9. There's a Blaque biopic in the works, and you probably haven't heard about it. In 2021, rumors began circulating that Shamari and Brandy were working on a Blaque biopic. Shamari confirmed in interviews that they were in early talks with producers to tell their story, the rise, the mentorship by Left Eye, and the pain of losing Natina. The biopic is meant to not only highlight the music, but the behind-the-scenes reality, industry politics, personal growth, and sisterhood. No official release date has been announced, but fans are hopeful because Blaque's story deserves to be told. 10. Blaque was erased from history, but fans are bringing them back. Despite their platinum status, hit records, and acting roles, Blaque is rarely included in official lists of top girl groups from the era. But that's changing. Younger fans are rediscovering them on TikTok. Gen Z is remixing 808, and nostalgic millennial playlists are bringing them back into the spotlight. Their fashion, harmonies, and message still hit today. And fans agree it's time for Blaque to get the respect they were always owed. Which of these facts shocked you the most? Were you a Blaque fan back in the day? Or are you just now discovering their music? Let's give these women their flowers in the comments. And if you want more stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a drop here on Millennial Sweet Spot. Until next time, long live Blaque, long live Left Eye, and rest in peace, Natina Reed.